to watch the race or whatever. If we're not done or whatever, do whatever you guys want to. You don't even have to compete if you don't want to. If you guys just want to quit, that's no big deal. But at least we got to pray for you guys and stuff. The Cup Series isn't going to be around probably anymore, Greg. We're probably going to be getting rid of that one. I'm not going to put Cup Series races on when we have attendance that's like yes. So Monday nights we're definitely going to be running on Monday nights. The Truck Series, and Wednesday nights we'll still run the Xfinity Series, and we'll reach out to other members and get guys involved. And at some point, guys want to run the Cup Series and things, we'll strike it up and run it again. But we just don't get enough guys wanting to run the Cup Series.
Yeah,
I think a Saturday night kind of conflicts with people's schedule. We could probably do it on another night, like a weeknight, not a Friday, and I think that we would probably have a little bit better attendance. But that's hard also because of the amount of admins that we have, and it just kind of until we grow more. I think we just need to stick with what's popular right now and keep running that, and then once we get bigger, then we'll branch out to pick up this series again.
Yeah, I came into
okay, yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna be able to read
sessions, and I just watched some of the races, and the Truck Series seems to be very popular.
Yeah, that's a good one there. That's
going on green, right, sir?
Start cleaning those tires up.
All right, 10-4, bud.
Oh, is that what we do? I'm asking. I didn't know.
You can.
We're just going
we
green.
do it to start, but you can do whatever you want here. There's only 3 of us here, so it's no big deal. I'm gonna start in 3rd gear anyway, so.
Race starts off. Be ready. You ready? Ready? Green. Outside. Clear.
I used to run my cockpit mirrors, but they were killing my FPS with these 3 screens. So I kind of changed all that. Now I'm running without them now. Just run the virtual mirror now.
Yeah, I haven't even tried it with the 3 screens, but I'm pretty sure it would probably do the same thing.
47.152.
What time y'all race on Wednesdays? And it's the truck, or it's the Xfinity on Wednesday?
Yeah, Xfinity cars on Wednesday. That's at 7 o'clock. All the series are running at 7.
How long does that one usually take?
I think it's over by. It's usually over by about 9:30ish. It runs the same laps as the Open Series. It is a fixed race that we run, but
39.114.
if you're wondering, the schedule that's on the for the Open Series, it's the same schedule, and it's the same amount of laps.
Yeah, anyway, Wednesdays, sometimes I run the NIS, so the Open Series NIS, and they race Wednesday at 9.
Okay, yeah.
.338.
Fuel. Yeah, it was Todd and Brian were the ones that told me about y'all.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I've seen Brian a couple times, got to race with him a few times, and then I think when Mike made the change in the Cup Series with the day, I think Brian wasn't able to run it from what I understand. But I don't know if he knew it was back on Saturdays or not. I don't know.
Yeah, what was it? Friday before?
It was on Saturday night, and then Mike changed it. He wanted to run it on Fridays, and then we weren't getting any attendance on Fridays, and then he tried to change it back to Saturdays, and it still wasn't getting any attendance. So then he kind of turned it over. He kind of turned pretty much everything over to me, and then I told him what I was going to do was I was going to lower the laps and see what we could do with lowered laps. But then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, well, you know what? I'd rather just not do it and focus on the other two series and get the attendance up in those real good. And then once we get those established and guys want to kind of move on from there, then we'll bring the Cup Series back. But
Did I cause it? I got loose.
I'm gonna lose there.
39.635.
Got up behind you there, and I got a little arrow loose.
Yeah, I don't know if I got loose with you there or not, but I got loose as well. Relative. Oh, yeah, I remember it was like towards the end of last year. I'd take some time off because my fiance was leaving, so I was getting everything situated with her. And then when I came back, y'all were gone.
Oh, Mike and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike left, and I was gonna continue to run with you guys because I really like Christian racing. You guys are. I really enjoyed being with you guys. But I kind of felt as a new guy, I guess I kind of felt like an outcast a little bit. So, and I don't think that was done on purpose. I just think that, I don't know, when I first came in, I was a pretty aggressive driver, and I got pulled into the NASCAR hauler a couple times and got talked to, if you will. And a couple of times I felt like maybe I was being attacked for being an aggressive driver, and there were times where nothing had happened. I didn't cause any accidents, didn't touch anybody, just made a real aggressive move. And it wasn't so much Brian as much as I felt like it was Robert that was attacking me. And
Robert?
So
Oh, you mean Robert Moyer?
Yeah, Robert Moyer, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gone as well.
Yeah, so
39.
I felt like I was attacking more from Robert than I was Brian. Brian had a talk with me once, but I almost felt like maybe Brian didn't really mean, like, I felt like he felt like he had to, type of thing. And so anyway, I would talk to Mike, because Mike and I would talk a lot, and Mike would watch the replays of these races that I would do, and I told him, I'd say, look, man, I'm like, this is what happened and everything, and he'd go back and watch it. He was like, well, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, well, I didn't think so either. Well, I told Mike, I said, I'm going to keep racing with these guys, and Mike had already quit. And I had one more race, and it was at Richmond, and I think I was in first place or something, first or third or something. And a guy by the name of Joey Lamb, I don't know if you've raced with him or not, Joey Lamb.
No, I don't think he's been on there in a while.
Okay, well, a guy by the name of Joey Lamb was racing, and I passed Joey and was all excited because I was doing really good in the race. And I remember that I ended up crashing or something.
39.5.
And I don't know, dude. I just was like, you know what? I don't know. I just felt like I was done. I I felt like I was a problem, and I felt like I was an outcast and stuff like that, and I didn't feel like I fit in real good. So I knew Mike was starting a league at some point, and so I just went ahead and joined up with him, and things have gone really well, actually. I mean, we got a lot of good guys here, and same type of deal as what you guys got going, a Christian league. Mike pretty much got a lot of stuff set up, and I didn't want any responsibility as far as adminning or anything like that. I just wanted to be kind of a helper, and I ended up putting a lot of extra time into this league, like a lot more than what I wanted to. My dad was supposed to run, I think he raced with my dad a couple times back in Christian Racing, because he was part of that. But I remember when he quit and my dad joined up, he was going to run the truck series.
39.6.
Well, my dad, he kind of wasn't really providing what I would call like a good service to the guys. He just, one day he'd come in, he'd be all like excited and everything to host a race, and the next time he would come in, he'd be kind of like he didn't know what was going on, and he didn't, you know what I mean? Like he just kind of was all,
He's out of it.
about it. And I'm like, Dad, you can't do that, man. Like, we're trying to get people into this league, and we're trying to grow this league. Like, you gotta kind of pep it up a little bit. So I ended up taking over the truck series.
39.70.
I run the truck series now. And then Jason Freeman, which is my best friend, he runs in the league with us also. He runs our Xfinity series, and he does a good job. And then Mike Cisco. I'm in the wall. Mike Cisco, he I blew it up. Darn. Mike Cisco, he I guess got kind of busy and wasn't able to kind of do things the way he wanted to with different stuff. So he kind of talked to me about a week and a half ago about kind of turning everything over and having me operate everything. And so I've been doing everything, all the website stuff, all the points, except for the Xfinity Series. Jason does the Xfinity Series points. The Truck Series. I was gonna do the Cup Series, but like I said, until we start getting more guys in here, there's no real point to run 3 series until we get some more people. So the Truck Series is probably our biggest thing. I mean, we get a good crowd for that. It's a paid series, so guys can win some money. We've made different changes with the Truck Series as far as how we pay out. We were doing like first and second, but we'd have a lot of guys quit. So now we do first place, and then we do a random for everybody that's finished the race. So if you got 14 guys that finish, then it's a random drawing anywhere from 2nd to 14th. You can win some money. And that's kind of nice because then you get people wanting to finish the race in hopes that they can win a little bit of iRacing credit.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, but the exciting part about my whole goal with that whole thing was not only to get guys finishing the race, but I wanted people to, I wanted people as they got towards the end of the season to be, at the end of the season, it's all about the points battle. And I wanted more people involved in the points battle than, just a couple guys. I think a lot of guys get discouraged when they wreck. They don't see the outcome at the end of the season of where they're going to be sitting. So if you get guys finishing races, you never know where you could end up finishing. You know what I mean? You never know where you'll be at the points at the end of the season. So I wanted to get more guys finishing races, so I set that up like that. And the way we got it set up now is you get 4 seasons in a year. So every season you get a champion, obviously. And then those 4 guys run for a trophy the last race of the season, and also there's a $30 payout to whoever wins the last race. So there's a lot of benefit to it. Trophy thing's pretty exciting. I'll have a trophy made up
41
for iRacing and
2, 1.
have guys' names on it and stuff like that. And we've had some helpers and some donators and stuff like that to help with the league, and all the money goes back towards the league, towards all 3 series. Which now that I'm cutting out the Sprint Cup series, I'm going to distribute that money back into the Xfinity and the Cup series. So that's good for those guys, because that'll be bigger payouts and more exciting stuff to come and things like that. So I don't know, we got a lot of good stuff going for us. We got good crowds on Monday and Wednesday.
41.043. 20 laps to go. Next time by.
That's good, man. Yeah, I remember because I remember we used to, for some odd reason, we would always find each other on the track, and we'd always be racing for positions. And I remember when I came back, I was like, because I couldn't exactly remember your name. I think I remembered your number and your car and all that. And I'm thinking like, where is he at? And then I was like, oh yeah, Seth. And so I asked somebody, and then they told me that Mike started up his league, and then you left to go join them, and then, it was mutual, everything.
Yeah, I really liked running with you guys. You all were you guys were good people. Especially, I remember you. I knew when you came in. I was excited to see you. I wish we could race together more than what we do. But obviously, with them guys running and stuff like that, you've got prior obligations, and I'm glad you're here to run with us. I hate the fact that you can only really run with us on Saturdays, because you're kind of otherwise.
Well, because I'll be going overseas. I'm in the military, so I'm gonna try to at least make it a couple Wednesdays race with y'all.
Okay, well, yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be great.
Because I'm so done racing those any of the iRacing official races. It's horrible.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's just the people in there. Respect is not even a word they use in there, and you got some people that don't control what they say, and then that's just horrible.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Deal.
My wife and I, we got our son
41.251
computer for his birthday, so he could iRace, because he wants to iRace. And there's a young boy named Evan Black that races with us a lot. He's a young kid. I think he's like 12 years old. Real good Christian kid. He seems to have his head on straight. His parents seem to be doing a real good job with him. And I know Zach, my son, he's been wanting to race too. And I told him, I said, I'll be monitoring everything that goes on while you're on iRacing. Not only on the computer, but the computer will be next to mine, so I can see everything that's going on.
41.643.
I said about in iRacing, obviously get him practicing and get him used to driving and stuff like that. And then I told him he could run the league with us at some point when he's ready, when we get him kind of up to speed and stuff. And I told him that once he starts getting good enough to run in official races, I said, you won't be listening to what those guys say. We won't be, I'll have that stuff turned off, because, like you said, there's no respect. The stuff that those guys talk about is totally inappropriate. And the nice thing is you can turn the text, the chat off, and all that kind of stuff, and the text stuff off. So, because I don't need a 12-year-old hearing that, hearing that stuff, seeing that stuff. So, it's a shame it's like that, but that's why I'm glad that we got the Christian Racing League,
Yeah, I think now I'm like the second or third youngest in there. And we got a
41.7.
kid in there. It's like 17, I think, and he actually races on dirt on the weekends in
Oh,
real
nice.
life. So
Yeah, I think Evan's our youngest so far.
relative.
And I remember there was a question Mike was talking about, should we put him in? And I said, well, I'd rather him be here. I said, he seems like a really good kid. And I said, I'd rather him be here than anywhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and he's been awesome. He's very respectful and really good driver. I'm actually really impressed by his driving skills
41.7.
for 12 years old on here. I'm not sure. We got two other young guys too. We got a 17-year-old and I think an 18-year-old. I think. Actually, the one boy, Jordan, he was in here. I think he's 17 or 16, one of the two. And they're good kids. We got a good group actually. So I just wish we could see more consistency. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I wish we could get like a consistent group. I remember at Christian Racing, you'd see a lot of the same guys come out, you know, week after week for the races. I wish we could get the same thing going on for us.
Get to him. I'm working on him. 41.235 inside, clear.
Thanks, Greg. Relative. You. Yeah, man, but I know with Robert leaving and Brian actually taking over the reins, it's in my opinion, it's gotten a lot better than, even better than it was. I mean, it was good before, but it's even better now.
What was Robert in charge?
Yeah, he was like I guess the whole president or whatever, and then I think Brian was the vice president. Yeah, I think so. From what I understand, because when I came back, Robert had left and he went and started his own league. Mike and you had left, and I came back. You know, the website is all brand new. And I was talking to Brian. He was like, you know, yeah, he handed me over the president. You know, we started taking it, and I wanted to do this, this, and this, and this. And I mean, a bunch of people that were in Christian Racing when it first started, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s came back. So,
Wow.
41.343.
Wow, I didn't even know.
Go.
I didn't know Robert was in charge. Maybe that's why Robert was talking to me.
yeah, like, I think so. Yeah, he went and started his own league. I think it was like an IndyCar league or something. Relative.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought Brian was in charge of the whole thing.
They have I think it's Brent's wife, but I'm not 100% sure. But there's a woman. She goes by the name of Bella Goodrich, and she writes the after race reports most of the nights.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're pretty neat, man.
And that, you know, that stuff's cool because that adds to the immersion factor
That's
of
it,
the
man.
league.
Get
You
him
know
to
what I
him.
mean? Like,
Clear, clear, clear.
that makes it fun for the guys, and they can go back and read stuff like that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I do something like that for the truck series, but I do it like pre-race, and I'll do like interviews with like the drivers and stuff, and write up a nice long couple paragraph deal about the race and what to expect and stuff like that. It takes up
Standings.
that I don't mind doing. It takes up a lot of time for me to do a
41.02.
post-race, but the pre-race I usually do for the truck series, and that usually is pretty good. I usually write that. You can catch that on our Facebook page. I don't know if you're signed up on our Facebook page or not, but
I don't think no, I don't think I did that. I'll have to do that. Yeah, she posts them on the Christian Racing page on Facebook as well. So there's a backlog. If you ever get a chance to run by there and look at a couple of them.
yeah. What's the website to Christian Racing? Is it just?
It's just ChristianRacing.com, and then Facebook is just I think it's Christian Racing League.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll sign up.
Fuel.
I assume that Robert didn't start Christian Racing though, huh?
No, I don't believe so. I mean, I might have been wrong with him, the president. I don't know, but he seemed like he was more in charge. He was big on decisions.
Gotcha.
40.831.
He might have been just in charge, being that he was the, I guess, the oldest to iRacing, maybe because he knew more. Because they originally, I think when they came to iRacing, they were on iFactor.
Oh, R Factor, yeah.
Or R Factor, yeah, my bad. Alright. Yeah, they've jumped through a couple sims over the years.
Wow.
.236. Laps to go this time by.
I actually have Robert as a friend on Facebook, and I remember we were friends on iRacing, and when I was part of Christian Racing, and then when we got off Christian Racing, he deleted me and blocked me, so I couldn't see anything. But he never deleted me on Facebook, which I thought was kind of weird.
Not really.
Yeah. But like, I had seen that he
40.771.
quit or started his own league there with the Indy cars or what have you.
Relative.
I wonder how that's going.
Keep digging, buddy. A few more, man.
Once I found out a bit, I went over there to, to check out a race, and I don't think it lasted more than like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just didn't get enough people in there. He was getting like maybe 4 or 5 people a race.
Gotcha.
I did see a post on Facebook. I don't know if he's trying to bring it back or not.
40.85.
Uh-oh.
Caution
Uh-oh,
out.
Greg.
How are you doing, bud? Closed. Lining up behind the 17.
Have you guys noticed any issues with, like, if you look in your virtual mirror whenever you got, like, a car behind you, have you guys noticed, like, the windshield, like, turning black?
Yeah.
And stuff like that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is that something new that's going on that's a problem?
I have no idea. I don't know if it's
2 laps to go.
the
2
game
laps
trying
go.
to keep your frame rate steady or what, trying to remove some of the detail. I don't know, because like the closer they get, for
Alright,
me
buddy.
anyway, like
Line
further
up.
as they get close, it shows the the car or the driver, and the wheel and all that. But if they back up a
Yeah.
little bit, then it goes black again.
Yeah, I don't remember that in the past. I don't know if you do or not, but I know I don't remember that, other than maybe like not this last build, but I was thinking the build before that I noticed it.
Pit road is open.
You'll get it, buddy.
I was in a race in Daytona. Our windows got so filthy that I couldn't see a thing.
Oh, wow.
And I had to come into the pits just to get a tear off.
What branch of the military are you in, Josh?
Navy.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah, that's good. Well, thank you for serving this country.
No problem. Be heading to Japan in July.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Are you
Yeah, buddy,
excited?
be coming to
Or?
the white flag. 17.
A little bit excited.
Let them by
Um,
on the outside.
Lining up behind the 17.
it's kind of like the worst timing, because my fiance is coming back. She's on a ship overseas right now, so she'll be coming back basically around the same time that I'm leaving. And so it's gonna be real tough for us to figure out when and where to get married.
Yeah. She's in the Navy too, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry for bringing out caution so late in the race.
Oh, that's no problem. It happens, man.
Yeah, it's all good,
My,
man.
yeah, my tires were just absolutely no good at all. I'd scrubbed everything off that there was to. I had to come in for tires, and as soon as I go out, I go and spin.
Heck, we'd had a caution earlier in the race if I wouldn't have wrecked by myself down the bottom of the track.
Oh yeah, that put you back on the lead lap, didn't it?
It sure did.
Oh, you could have thrown one. We could have had like a 5-lap dash or whatever.
Well, we got done in time for the truck race. I don't know if you guys are gonna watch the truck race tonight, but
Yeah, I never seen them at Gateway, so it'd
Isn't
be
it just
interesting.
started?
Alright, you can be on the inside.
I got a black flag.
Awesome, dude. You are absolutely incredible.
I don't know what for, but I got one.
Did you accidentally pass
I'm
Greg
very
at the
proud of you,
line?
buddy.
I think I was supposed to pass Greg.
Oh, were you? Nah, I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe not. Maybe okay. Maybe I was supposed to get an EOL. I don't know.
And for a really good job, everybody.
Maybe that's
Oh, lucky dog. Yeah, you're supposed to start at the end.
okay. That's what it was then. What were we talking about there? Gateway, right?
Yeah, the truck race.
Yeah. Yeah. 8:30 is start time. Greg, I think I heard you say it. Is it on now? 8:30.
Yeah, with this
got
wheel
your
that
radio
I've
on
got,
there,
I mean, I'm
Frank?
okay on the high-speed tracks, like
Ron,
Daytona,
so afraid to think
Talladega,
the
and all
jump
that,
in,
but
I think they're gonna
Um,
jump down here.
on these sort of tracks, I just, I'm turning crank